you have to be present.
Mosley is present. Donna Thompson is present. Ed Hall present. Earl Walker present. Okay, and I want to thank everyone that came today. We have 5 school book minutes. I won't make you stand up again. But thank you for being here. And then we were talking about the minutes and the mentioned Christian minutes. That was page 1, please. Bottom paragraph, maybe. Thermosalad. Page 5. Page 5. Changing that, under motion made by Officer James One, re-education, right, $200,000 instruction, cosmetology, curriculum,
Should it be cosmetology or manager?
instruction, 300 hours instruction for cosmetology.
Okay, instruction for cosmetology.
Then page 8. The word. A little page, middle of the page, most of the nine, opportunity to get it, and right, the 400 hours for the manager, state forward, manager. There's no corrections, minor, motion for the approval of the report. One moment, I'm going to come in. I'm sorry I wasn't here, but I tried to get better for you. I was trying to put her on the bottom of the first page. Up here before the board, she came and spoke about proposed changes to the amount of the hours that we have to have to 750 hours. And as time goes on, we're hearing more and more things come up during our meetings about the natural hair. And I just want to come in on this. The 300 hours does not adequately, it's not enough hours to adequately train the individual in natural hair. In the logbook under the natural hair license, the physical portion, twisting, wrapping, extending, washing, braiding, and natural hair styling by hand or mechanical appliances. The curriculum does not address this. It has never addressed this. The license came about from braiders who wanted to, who felt that, who knew that they weren't going to do all of these different services, so they reached out, I know, to former state rep Congressman Steve Coyne about having a natural hair license, but in the beginning it was designed to accommodate people who wanted to do braids, and that's all they wanted to do. They didn't want to do any shampooing, any styling or anything. They just wanted to add the extensions in the hair. But under 0440-1- I'm on page 24, but I don't know if it's the same issue that I do, but under 0440-1-.03, coming down to at the bottom, number 5, and continuing on to the top of page 25, where I'm referring to the curriculums do not even address this. In the law book, it says that this is what you're going to see when you get this license, but this is not, these things are not in the curriculum, and this is not what the students receive. Plus, the schools are not mandated to offer the license. The main reason why they're not offering the license is because it doesn't qualify for financial aid. It's only 300 hours, and I know that this was by design because there's certain individuals that felt that this is a competition schools that they own. But going back to my main point is, I do think that natural stylists should be licensed. I do think that they should be licensed. But in the state of Tennessee currently, I don't think that we should require them to have a license because there's nowhere for them to get the training. We don't require the schools to offer the license. So people that want this training, there's only one school in Memphis currently that offers this license. So the natural hair movement in this country is huge, it's tremendous, and it has gone on without a relationship with the cosmetology boards around the country. You know how we have these trade shows, these expos? Well, they exist now even with natural hair. There was just 2 in Memphis this past month that I participated in. There's going to be one next month in Orlando, in Atlanta, in October, in Tunica, Mississippi, just outside of Memphis, in November, in Dallas, and I'm going to that one in December. There's going to be one in Houston. So the natural hair movement has gone on without this relationship with the board, and I know that we don't have control over this, but I'm just sharing information. What this book says here is not what is being taught. It's not what's being taught in the classroom, and you cannot cover this in 300 hours. So to require people to have a license, but you're not requiring entities. You're not assuming responsibility for entities to offer the license. I think it's a disgrace. It's a contradiction. And so I don't know if I was on the other side of this, I would want to file a lawsuit because it's not fair to require them to have the license and there's nowhere for them to get the license. That just does not make sense. So those are my comments, and I thank you for your time. I thank you for listening. Are there any more comments on that? I hear a motion to share. And so much. Do I hear a second? Motion made by Ms. Oakley, second by Ms. Hampton. All in favor say aye. Aye.
We've had a couple of months for you to review the proposal that Ms. Waller had submitted to hopefully all of you have gotten it, and are a little bit more versed on what's been going on with the esthetician in the state of Tennessee. The material that I gave you actually addresses the services, procedures, and extended training and certifications that the estheticians of Tennessee have progressed in. It also addresses you with how we've been working and bridging aesthetics with the medical profession. And I presented this with an urgency to the board because there is a legislative movement that's been active since 2004. I was here in 2003 to speak to the ones that were here then. And because the Tennessee Department of Health and had given us a path and bridgeway to continue our work and our studies through the oversight of a medical professional, we have continued to learn and grow and in the aesthetics field with this collaboration. We have been really remiss in our scope of practice, what we're doing with our education in the schools for estheticians based on the emerging technologies and the national growth of what's been going on with aesthetics. And it may appear, because I have been in Nashville quite a bit, that I'm speaking only for myself. Last night I printed out all the letters and emails for you from clients who have had aesthetic treatments with us in emerging technologies, other salon owners, estheticians, employees, there are some media letters in here as well. But there's a great deal of support for estheticians to continue to work with emerging technologies, i.e. the lasers, the chemical peels, the microdermabrasion. And I'm here to appeal to the board to, offer my expert studies to help form a better collaboration with the medical community so that we can continue through study practice to do this work. It is a very strong contention of myself and a large group nationally that the physicians, for all the reasons that we know, are moving down into the beauty industry, and we may be viewed as moving up and practicing medicine, but that's just not the case. There are definitions of lasers, which was addressed in the material that I gave you, and we need some help to maintain and to sustain what we've done. And I've been in a position for 30 years, and it really is a case of the haves and the have-nots, as it is in any industry. There are people who have education, have the motivation to continue certification and grow and emerge and love their profession, and then there's the have-nots who really progress and do a lot of things. And I really chose to live in Tennessee 20 years ago. I love the business that I do, and we are really threatened by the medical profession, and we will need to address this in the next legislature.
We have a task force of medical examiners, Department of Health, Board of Nursing, Board of Obstetrics and Examiners, physician assistants, and the Board of Cosmetology. We are meeting and looking at these things that we're talking about, and our time is being so involved in the discussion. So what we as a board are waiting on is just the results of this task force information to us, and then we can more involved in this report. We do that.
I understand that the task force had a August 24th date, and that has been canceled without another date. I was at the Senate meeting where the resolution was determined by Senator Henry to form this task force if the 2012 legislature did not actually set forth to regulate these affairs. I have a concern that with the Board of Cosmetology there, that as an institution that I'm not represented at that task force. Is there an institution that will be representing us at that task force?
They're expecting certain results from the and I'm not sure that what you're calling a laser is exactly what really laser different chemical fields are. To me, that might just be like false representation of a laser if it's not what dermatologists are trained to do. Also, you probably know this, but there's a bill in the Senate right now, and it's by Senator Crow, and he urges the Board of Medical Examiners to promulgate rules to prescribe standards for the practice of cosmetic procedures using laser invasive technology and chemical
I
fields.
was at that meeting also.
So and I've talked to my local senator, and they really are concerned about this practice. If I went to get a manicure, and the person giving me a manicure said, "Oh, you've got a ganglion cyst. I know how to take care of that," or "You need carpal tunnel," and I've been training that. I just feel like we're crossing over medical lines. And I can see where, things are evolving. People want more. If I would just want to go to an esthetician and get a facial, I expect just that. If I want to get a laser treatment, I'm going to go to a dermatologist who is trained in this. And I just think we're going to cross way too many lines, and they are really concerned in the House about these issues.
I understand their concern, and I understand that there's quite a bit of training involved with using the various levels of lasers. And I attended all of the meetings, and there are 2 young ladies in the state of Tennessee that are on board to discuss how they were damaged by lasers. But there are 6 million before and after positive effects of lasers. I'm a laser client. I'm going to my 40-year class reunion this weekend. Last Wednesday, I had 3 different laser treatments on my face so that I know that I look exactly the best I can. And that would be my choice to have it done with an esthetician in a spa and not go and sit in a doctor's office and have a medical treatment before a class reunion. That would be a bit more frightening to me. Without having to catch a cold or some of the dreaded disease in the doctor's office, to have a beauty treatment. There are different lasers. We started working with LED lights early. They're called lasers. They're light-emitting devices. We started working with intense pulse light, which are not lasers. But the bill that was proposed that Senator Crow is over addresses cosmetic and aesthetic procedures, and it doesn't define what we can and cannot do. It also says encompasses chemical peeling. I've been an esthetician for 30 years. I've been putting chemicals on clients' skin for 30 years. I wouldn't really expect you to. I've been doing this a very long time.
But my question to you is, we have a dashboard for action. What are you asking of us to do?
Today, I would like for the board to certainly look at what is being done nationally through, I know, national certifications for estheticians with NCEA, and also NIC address quite a bit of the certifications and skills and tasks to do these types of services. And I think that would be a really good start for this board to look at national certification for estheticians to do modern procedures, or we're just going to get extinct. The state of Tennessee does not have a tourism and entertainment industry that's coastal that would drive customers to go to have facials, luxury facials at resorts and spas. Tennessee has a very loyal consumer base of clients that like to have their treatments at home in their spas. And the legislature is eliminating this. We actually, in the city of Memphis, I have a very high percentage of clientele that comes from Mississippi and Florida. I have a high clientele that comes from California, New York, and New Jersey, because only doctors run lasers in those cities, in those states. And they travel to Tennessee, and it's an industry here. It's a good industry, and the physicians are doing a good job. We do not have problems. I did 47,000 procedures over the last 5 years with what the legislature wants to stop me from doing.
Okay, I understand. What I'm saying is, we need the board today to get all the information. The other silver is on, but we have to wait to get information.
Madam Chairman, I would like to ask you a second bill question. You keep referring to the laser, and you are
It seems to be what people are most concerned with the procedures.
Do you use the laser? Are you in a doctor's office?
I have a medical oversight with Dr. Stephen Gibson. I've had a succession of physicians that I've worked with in different relationships. Dr. Gibson and I have a collaboration. I've been partners with Robert Wallace also academic emeritus at University of Tennessee. He is, I've had partnerships with Dr. Elizabeth Mitchell in Mississippi, and has this exact same type of business that I run in Memphis, in Mississippi, with the exception that Dr. Elizabeth Mitchell had to be on site, so we ran her practice out of the Baptist Hospital in women's health care. So I've done it many different ways, and I'm certified in every laser that I use. I have national certification. I'm certified by Tedesco International. And many of these certifications are recognized or not recognized by you. You're unfamiliar with them. But I'm here to help you if you would like for the Tennessee esthetician to emerge and survive through this overtaking of our profession.
Okay, back to the question. Your aesthetics license in Tennessee does not cover the use of laser just in a aesthetics shop, facial shop.
The Department of Medical Examiners has a 2003 amendment to, and my medical position as an oversight position allows me to run medical lasers.
What's oversight?
There's a lot of broad definitions to the oversight. I've had every flavor of it. When a customer or a client comes to Notify Laser Center and they're interested in having a procedure with the laser, we have protocols that Dr. Gibson has set forth. And that protocol, we take the medical intake. We have particular questions that if there's some concerns, we route the information to Dr. Gibson, and he makes the decision on if there are pharmaceuticals that need to be prescribed. He makes a decision on going forward with the procedure with any kind of underlying causes. He comes into our spa for 4 hours a week and he signs off on all our cards. And he's pretty available. If he's on vacation in Hawaii or something. Go ahead, Paul.
So that gets you around, well, I don't know if you would put it in terms like that, getting around the Tennessee Cosmetology.
It allows us to practice.
Allows you to practice, but it's under the doctor's license.
Oversight.
Would you be comfortable with saying, okay, the estheticians in the state could go ahead and use laser?
Absolutely. It would be ridiculous to think they couldn't if we have been doing it.
Are we talking about the same type of laser that is used in a doctor's office?
Yes, ma'am. Some of them are there. Some of them are in the beauty business. They're practicing with estheticians working in their offices.
Well, I can tell you from reading about it, it scares me to death.
Yes, ma'am.
And also,
That's why
in your
estheticians
report,
need to be trained on it.
in your report that you gave us when you were here last time, you said there was maybe a couple of schools in the state, and you named Georgia Career that was teaching that. And there was an instructor here today that she teaches in one of the schools, and she tells me that they're not teaching laser, but she's here and can explain what she is doing, and I would like for you to hear that and tell me what the difference is in what you do.
I would be happy to do that for you.
Could Miss Susan explain that?
See if those microphones on.
Hello?
Yeah, you can have a seat closer to it. State your name and what school you're with, please.
Susan Bunch, Georgia Career Institute, Midville campus. I teach what is called the ACE program. It's the Advanced Clinical Aesthetics. What we do is we offer our students a glimpse into what they're going to see if they do go into the medical world. We do not offer any type of laser training at our school. We have a cold laser, and cold laser is unfortunately a broad marketing term that they use. Our laser is what we call light therapy, and it runs on 3 different things. We have the red light, we have the infrared light, and we also have the magnetic inside the laser. And it's a pulsing light, and what it does is it puts light down into the skin, which rejuvenates the collagen and elastin.
From just her description, I would say it's an intense pulse light
Yes,
laser
ma'am.
with infrared and magnetic RF.
Yes.
Radio frequency.
Yes.
You would not call that laser, would you?
Yes, ma'am. That's laser. Additionally, I work with YAG lasers, but light-emitting devices is photomodulation, and the infrared is photomodulation, and they do penetrate warmth into the skin tissue. The IPL, intense pulse light, is a short-wave light. It is not a laser, but that particular light is used in our practice, and we use it for cellulite and for skin firming. I had that treatment last Wednesday, the infrared lights.
But a question.
ma'am.
You said you use the YAG laser?
Yes, I do.
And that removes the
Hair.
layer of skin tissue, correct?
No, it does not. If it does, it's misused.
Not the information I read, but you said
I've been using it since 2002. I have 4 of them. I have $1 million invested in YAG lasers, and I teach for Qterra Laser Companies. I'm very familiar with what YAG lasers do.
you made a comment that when she said this scares her to death, and you said that's why estheticians need to be trained. My statement would be that's why estheticians shouldn't be doing it.
Well, that's why there's the First Amendment, free speech. Talking a lot about that lately. But
What is the
There's
difference
a-
in what you do and what she just described?
I do what she describes, and I do some other laser
What are
treatments.
the other?
I use a YAG laser for laser hair removal, and I use it for skin rejuvenation as well. But it does not remove any tissue.
Does any of the treatments go to the dermis?
No, ma'am.
I read through this, I'm sorry.
Yeah. The YAG laser for hair removal interacts with the hair follicle. There's in the 3 stages of hair regrowth, when the hair is actively growing, there's a strong melanin force in that hair. We shave that hair down to the skin level. We apply a cooling gel on the surface. The tip of my YAG laser is a gold tip, and it has a wonderful cooling. It's very, very cool, so it glides across the gel. And when I fire the laser amplification hits with the melanin in that hair follicle and either destroys it or retards it, weakens it, and through multiple treatments, intervals of treatments and processes, the interaction is with the hair follicle. It's not with the skin.
Other questions?
Let me clear up something, and this would be for Miss Susan Bunch also. In the note that we had from the school owner, in her statement back, she said that she heard that there was a complaint. There was not a complaint. It was just a discussion, and that was why I wanted to ask you questions about it and clear that up. And so you might want to clear that up with her. It was not a complaint.
Okay,
We
thank
were
you.
just trying to answer some questions that maybe there's more than one definition of laser, but I'm not getting that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You know, something about the definition of lasers, they're described as ablative and non-ablative. And the things that we work with are non-ablative. And that may help you if you continue to research on lasers. I decided a long time ago that there is a beauty market with these lasers that are non-ablative and non-invasive that continue the work of an esthetician for the results that a customer is looking for. There's a tremendous client market out there for this types of treatments. They want a good end result when they come to the spa.
Well, we as a board, like I said, everyone will continue to attempt to educate ourselves more and more on this, and then wait for the task force opinions and what they want.
Ms. Colley, do you predict that there will be any I feel like we're really challenged with our scope of practice at this point. Do you predict that there will be any new language to come forward to support a modern esthetician in the state of Tennessee practice?
I personally do not think until we get to support that, and medical people and all the different departments.
I.e. lasers aside. Some of the other things that we're doing, like the LED lights, that's, non-laser things that we're doing, like microdermabrasion, chemical peeling. Do you feel like that we can substantiate our practice with some support from the regulatory board?
I really can't answer that question.
Would you be open to it?
Are you asking me personally, or are you asking the board?
Well, I'm sure you've had discussions on this. I don't know.
So you're asking, explain the question.
Yeah. Well, I just feel like that when you read the scope of practice of the Tennessee esthetician, it's a very limited practice in today's modern aesthetics field.
Are you asking me, do you think this could be changed? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, ma'am.
I can understand exactly what you're asking. I feel that in time with education and we make rules and regulation changes and the legislature, certain things evolve. And that's definitely the problem we have.
Thank you.
We appreciate your education that you have, and thank you for coming.
But until the law is changed, we can't do anything other than what we're doing now. Yeah.
She's asking me for the
Sure. Right.
Kenneth Holt and Lonnie Berry. I'm sorry. Good morning. I'm sorry. You might want to sit and you can be closer to the microphone.
I come today in front of everyone to discuss presenting a mobile salon in the state of Tennessee. The issues that we don't provide that service here, and there are several businesses that are mobile. For example, restaurants, mobile, pet grooming, mobile, spas, even nails that are mobile that provide the service to clients in different states. And I know that restaurants mobile are available here in the state of Tennessee. So I'm just addressing, coming forward to discuss the matter of mobile salon to be able to get it approved here in the state of Tennessee. And I also was aware that the laws today have not been changed over 10 years. So I wanted to know basically why that we can't provide that service in the state of Tennessee.
Before, can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
You mentioned mobile nail.
Yes, mobile nail salons. They even have that as well too in different states. Not here in the state of
All right, I
Tennessee.
thought you meant here.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
According to our law, I was feeling that.
Okay, what does that mean?
Oh, I can read it straight.
I know what's in my book now, but I know that I'm not trying.
Oh, no.
Okay, that I read that as well, and it's just saying that it pretty much needs to be stationed in one location. It's not the fact that the mobile salon business will be moving while doing the service. It will be stationed in a certain location. It's not going to be moving. And I just know that state of Texas approved it 5 years ago for that, and they also charge a fee to start up a mobile salon in California and Virginia and other states as well. They do provide those services, so that's why I'm addressing why can't that law be changed since it's old?
I don't know that I can answer this question.
Okay.
That would be the question for everybody.
Mr. Netta, how long have you been licensed?
Ma'am, I've been licensed for 20 years. Yes, ma'am.
What license do you have?
Cosmetologist license. Yes, ma'am.
Well, one reason the inspector couldn't inspect, you don't have an address.
Actually, I wish I would have brought with me the application. Maybe I need to do a little more research for Texas, but they said that they have someone, the address that they would use is the permanent location that you want to use for the service. That would be the location that for the address.
Okay, you would have an address, and they could send your information about your license renewal and that sort of
Yes,
thing.
ma'am. Just, yeah.
Okay, today if the inspector wanted to inspect your setup, where would he find you?
It would be at 3532 Roundwood Forge Drive in Antioch, Tennessee, which is my residence.
So you're saying that you would be there all the time with your mobile unit?
It would be there after the hours after the salon closes down. That's where it would be placed. Yes, ma'am.
Well, I've worked with people for many years.
That's it? No.
And did you want to say something?
Yes, it's what my
Go ahead.
brain went almost blank. I guess what I'm trying to say is, for anything like that to take place in Tennessee, legislature has to change the laws. That's number
Yes,
one.
ma'am.
Number two, if you'd like to investigate more on the circumstances of the other states,
Yes, ma'am.
then you send it to us again.
Yes,
We have
ma'am.
nothing to go on, and
Right.
it's not by legislature, not by the whole.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And also, too, I would like to share with you that I have a trailer that I would, provide the service to that in due time when it gets approved that I could present that as well. And also, too, they have other stipulations of passing it, what the requirements would be for the mobile salon to make it the approval that you have to have. So I'll make sure the next time I come that I will present that as well.
In regards to mobile salon, why do you want to do a mobile salon? Are there any advantages that you're thinking that you could? Why do you want to do a mobile salon?
The reason why I would like to do a mobile salon is due to traffic-wise, when people go to salons to get their hair done, and that you'll be able to provide the service where you'll be able to come to them due to home facilities, whatnot, and just the fact that some people may not be able to just, go to the salon.
It does need to be recommended by the board, though. I mean, we're going to have to like to add tonight. Are there any other questions?
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Emma Ann Malden?
I'm just here for myself.
That's a good person to be here for.
Yeah, I'm just here for me. I moved up from Florida. I went to school at the Nevada Institute there for 1,300 hours back in 06, 07. And then I worked there for 3.5, close to 4 years. I moved up here under the premise that I thought I would definitely need to retest with you guys. And on all the forms that I looked at, that's how it looked to me, everyone I spoke to. And then I received a letter in the mail from you guys saying that I would need to complete more schooling, 300 more hours. And so I'm just hoping that that's somehow a mistake or something that I can do to test to get working. I don't have the time, I don't have the resources for it to take any longer. I've been trying to get this taken care of for 6 months. It's not like I'm just out of school. And when I did go to school, I went for more hours. Like, I went for more than they required. So if I took 300 more hours, that would be even more than you require.
You went to school where, ma'am? I don't remember.
Via Beta Institute in St. Petersburg, Florida. And back when I went to school, they only required 1,000 hours, and I went for 1,300.
Okay, it's on our laptop.
Oh, okay.
Why did you take 300 extra hours?
That's what my school required. They didn't think that it was sufficient to go for 1,000 hours just because Florida required it. It was an Aveda thing separate.
But Florida is certified with it.
Yeah, now they've changed it to 1,200 there. But I did take more than that.
Florida is certified 1,200.
Okay. But I also worked 3.5 years. So
Was that the deal? She didn't have the 5 years?
right. I'm a good stylist. I'm confident I can pass the test. Just let me take it.
We're working on all the laptop. So Florida requires 1,200.
Yes, ma'am.
every state has different regulations, so, yeah, it's crazy. I'd like to
But I
redo the
did
whole
try to do
thing.
my research as well, and all of your documents say if you don't have the hourly requirement or the 5-year work history, then you may be required to retest. So I was fully prepared to do that upon moving. So just so you guys know, it doesn't state anywhere on any of your forms that there's a possibility of more hours, which is a huge thing you want to know.
I think it says, if it substantially meets our requirements, and our requirements are 1,500 hours.
It says in pretty bold print on the application for reciprocity that if you don't meet the 1,500 hours and can't provide a 5-year work history, that you may be required to retest. I would maybe even just add on there, you may be required to do more schooling. No.
I understand where you're coming from. We should have known this.
Yes, ma'am. Because I did try to call and speak to people, and they were very helpful, but no one mentioned that to me.
Like, did you check with Tennessee to see what the hourly requirement was?
Yes, I knew it was 1,500, but since I had already been a working stylist, I assumed you would make me retest, because that's what it said on the form, and that's whenever I called and spoke to people in the, I guess, customer service, that's what I was told. I was told that without that, I would have to retest. Yes, ma'am. Right, but it would have been nice to even have someone mention the possibility of more schooling in advance. That's huge information. That's money that I have to spend, you know.
Statute says that it's completely up to your refreshment. Every situation is different.
That's what I was hoping. If you saw me in person, how great I am, that you might be swayed.
That attitude might have got you through this out. Just kidding.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
can I make a motion that she be allowed to sit for the test?
You make any motion you want.
I make a motion that she be allowed to, Malden be allowed to sit for the test.
Do I hear a second? Motion's been made by Ms. Walker, seconded by Ms. Buchanan, that she be allowed to sit for the Tennessee Cosmetology exam. All in favor, say aye. 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 Opposed, nay. Still count. When did we decide that she would do 300?
In May,
Okay.
this was just as soon as I could get you guys to see me.
Okay, if she, was the motion to take 300 hours? 300 extra hours?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, if she had actually gotten the 1,200 hours, she has someplace, she got the 1,200 hours in,
Right, 1,300 hours of an Aveda.
okay.
And you guys have my transcript, my hours.
That is actually from Aveda.
Yes.
Okay. But we asked for 300? Okay.
Chester accomplished 1,303 hours and 8 There's a motion on the floor, and we have a vote.
Okay.
We need to do it starting with Ms. Buchanan. Yes or no?
Yes.
No.
No.
Motion denied. I'm sorry, motion denied.
Okay, well, maybe put it on your form for reciprocity, just that it's a possibility that you might need more schooling.
We appreciate you coming before us. I just feel really strongly about education because I am the education
I've been
manager.
educated. I went to a great school, and I've been behind the chair now for several years.
And I was-
that's several hundred hours
Yeah.
a year behind the chair.
Well, if you
Not
had a
as if I'm-
5-year work history, then it would work out for
I
you.
totally get what you're saying, that you have the regulations in place, but I was under the impression that those regulations meant I would have to retest, that I wouldn't just receive reciprocity. So that's the impression that the forms give. I'm just letting you know for other people. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
One thing, Madam Chairman, if we make a decision one month and come back the next month and redo everything we made, we're going to be here for a long time.
Or not. Or not.
Right? Right.
Ms. Martinez? I'm going to bring it over to Ms. Wallace.
Cosmetology school. We have an application for change the name of Sweetie's Cosmetology and Grading to Sweetie's Cosmetology and Grading Institute LLC. An application to change the name for their cosmetology.
And she teaches grading? Okay, that's another school that what you were referring to.
I'm aware of this school. I was on the board when her original application came before us. My point was, I did say that there were not any schools, but this one is not in the benefits area, and additionally, there are not enough schools to meet the demand of people desiring to want your hairstyle and your profession.
So what, do we just need to? Madam Chairman, I move that we approve.
Motion made by Ms. Hopkins, second by Dr. Scrivener, that we approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Ayes, carried.
Okay, and along with that, she sent an application, electric board officer advising, that she is going to begin to start offering the instructor and junior instructor programs in one. She's advising for that. Next, we have applications for examinations. We have applications for examinations for Christine Kirby, Sharon Smith, Emily Barnes, Thomas Steen, Jennifer Ivy, Keisha Wheeler, James Neal, Paula Steele, Regan Watson, and Darren Wiggins. All these applicants have felonies, required information, disclosure from the student, letter of examination, recommendation from the student engineer. And any of the ones you see that don't have the photos, those are applications that you submit to PSI. And they can't until they don't can
Do all these come before us, even though PSI are approving those ones? They come before us.
The process is the same. We would approve it with the sign of the order, and then once that's done, that's how we know.
I'll make a motion that we approve all of these with the signed agreed order. Motion made by Ms. Scrivener that we accept these with the signed agreed order. Do I hear a second? Second by Ms. Smith. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Ayes, carried. Okay, next we have some extension requests from the Senate. The first we have is a request extension to 2012 Cosmetology Service for Sharon G. Johnson. She's been expected from her position. She was required to attend in 2012. Her license was expired January 31st of 2013, and she has a expected from her position.
Can I get the name again, please?
Her name is Sharon Johnson.
It's the way, it'll be after the.
Yeah, there was a lot. You gotta go through all the
our
exams.
extension request.
Yeah. I threw all the exams. I like those together.
I'll make a motion that we accept her extension. Motion made by Ms. Booker, seconded by Ms. Smith, to accept her extension. All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Ayes, carried. Please.
Since we did transfer today, we can transfer it soon. So that means we'll be okay.
Yes.
Okay. We changed it. I just want to make sure I'm on the same day. Okay. Next, we have a request for extension from Joanne Moore. Request extension from the 2012 instructor seminar also. Ms. Moore's granted extension in 2010 and is required to attend seminars in 2011 and 2012. She attended the seminar in 2011 and has submitted a medical statement with an extension request for 2012.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. She left in 2011.
The granted extension is for 2012. She really had a much if you grant her and grant her, because you did her makeup with her, and you got an extension.
Right. So she had an extension and went 1 year, is that correct?
She had an extension, and you don't get back to track.
Right.
She went 11, but then she did not go to track.
Okay, so this is giving her extension and extension.
Yeah.
Okay.
It will keep her 16 hours every 2 years, right?
It'll work that way.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to regrant her extension.
Motion made by Ms. Booker, seconded by Ms. Wormsley, that we grant her an extension. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes, carried.
Okay, and the next one is get Katie, Robert King.
Okay.
It's not required. She. Okay, you all want to take a break for a minute because we were going to. We have this second break. I better go out with it. going to take a short break.
A skirt now. I've never been in there before.
They call it oversized. These are oversized.
Family, so we're just in front of that.
You should have stuff because second session is about reasonable. Mine will have to take one thing. Okay.
that he was excited about that.
I wasn't, I'm not really.
What grade then? I'm with you. I am. Really? In Georgia, they changed it to act like that, and they've added a little bit to each day. It's kind of expensive to me. Yeah. I made a lot of money. Yeah. He was appointed to it, and then he had to run the next election. Were you out campaigning? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we had our fundraisers and stuff like that. Get a lot of help. Fourth largest county in Tennessee.
But that encompasses Chattanooga.
Yeah. There are municipalities within the county. City of Chattanooga, East Ridge, Red Bank, Side City Mountain, and they all have their mayors.
Are you doing undergrad? And it was very all the construction, and this is a lead with all the other beautiful. But it's so gorgeous. It's not a college job. It was working that service downtown that they just opened and all that construction going on. And I got to see all the tourists coming in and out, but it's just such a beautiful place. And your school systems, we have so many wonderful schools, granted, a lot of private boys and whatnot, but
Yes.
well, she's
There's always room for improvement. A lot of good things going on. What do you think about
It's always good for a break, so you don't get burnt out.
I had a fabulous
Good for her. I just spoke with an attorney last week for one of the open complaint files out of Cleveland. His name is Scott Canovic. Have you ever heard of him? They're apparently one of the bigger firms in Cleveland, and he was a trip. I mean, he was a trip. I've never heard anybody. He just went on and on about how wonderful my name was. For like the first 5 minutes I spoke to him. And I thought, oh, this is such an interesting conversation. When did you go to Tennessee? 2002 was when I started.
When was that one?
I was on the 8th. Yeah, that's the biggest one, or it was when I was there. It's such a beautiful place. I think I was in better shape when I went to school there, because all the hills you had to walk up.
So in the hopefully the library, it didn't snow in the library.
Yeah, it was old when I was there. It's been years, so. They call it cardiac death.
Yeah.
We have a lot to go over today, so I apologize in advance. I told my Tom, I said, I'm going to try to be an auctioneer because we have a really long legal report, and then we have a lot of stuff to cover after the legal report. Well, we're going over rules and changes and what y'all's thoughts are, and I have drafted some up after discussions with Ms. Waller, and I think she discussed with a couple of different other members and holders and things that they thought about. So I was going to go over that, and then I don't know if y'all are aware of the case report that as a department, legal department, should be pretty poor, but I just wanted to make y'all aware of that because I see it on the caseload. If all of something I take care of every day, and as y'all's attorney, you would want to know about it. So,
We'll see how fast you can go.
yeah, we'll see.
said. So, I mean, there's a good 65 cases on their floor. Usually there's 45. It's a violation as well. Yeah, it's like an open matter against the mobile salon.
And I've had a couple of talks about it. A barber, a licensee calls me and was asking why we don't allow mobile salons. But we just got back from New York and there was a mile around the block with this mobile salon. And I said, well, that's a great question. And you should go to the legislature. It's like, can you help me make that change? It's like, I absolutely cannot. Are you using a hotspot for your cell phone? Is that how you have internet? Oh, you brought your own. Okay. I was like, how is she? Okay. We have an attorney general requested about it. I'll mention that when I
Do you have to present the new rules in January? Are they due by January?
They would like us to promulgate rules by January, but they kind of put that task force on hold because, on one, I can't really act on any of this vetting cases about lasers. We have to get the Attorney General opinion back because the board has asked the Attorney General's office to make an opinion about the statute and what we're doing, what we're regulating, all the boards and everybody. But I mentioned that in the last meeting. That's right after we had requested.
But anything we change, it has to be submitted.
We'll have a rulemaking hearing, which will be public, and I'll go over all the rules and regulatory flex memo of any changes, and then it has to go through all the powers that be approved, and then we can submit it to the Secretary of State's office, and then our rulemaking hearing will happen, and then it goes over to the legislature, and then they make sure everybody understands it, and then when we wait for the days, they approve it. So it's nothing that's going to be happening in like 2 months. It's only April. Even if time to change everything. First you have to have make them back in.
You want to go to second session?
Second session. Oh, good. Yeah.
We gotta go to
Everybody can step in. Everybody's right.
Call back to order. Turn back over this. Well, everybody should do second session and first part second session. It's going to be the reciprocity applications. I think we can read through those very quick. The first application reciprocity emails the manager's office in Georgia from Tanya Myers Lawson. The certification of Georgia State Board verifies 535 hours in the manager's curriculum, and her original date of licensing is 4/7/06, and she has no 5-year work history as a manager. Just 525 hours. Yes, sir. Right back to that. Yes.
600.
Yeah. Since he requires it.
Any discussion? With no discussion, any motion? The lady has 525 hours of manicure in Georgia. And is verified by the Georgia board. Tennessee requires 600.
When you say last year,
Any discussion or motion? Motion made by Ms. Bugby and seconded by Ms. Hartley that she attends 65 more hours of cosmetology nail school and then attends the exam. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes, carried.
Okay, next, we have an application for reciprocity members license in Georgia for 5 years. Certification from the Georgia State Board verifies $535 in medical tourism and an initial date of license as 4/25/2008. She submitted a letter from Buchanan County Tax Services stating she's currently self-employed and they have been handling his accounting and taxes for the past 5 years. The photo test is for the application for the taxes for like working in the tax refund. Yeah. And you notice that's still not
No, well, not only that, proof other than I've been handling.
yes, that's correct.
So it's really the same situation.
Yeah, I'll make a motion that she, well, take additional 75 hours and sit with the DMV for
She's got certification. The 5-year work is supposed to be great.
She's got 500.
Yeah.
Motion been made by Ms. Cooper that she attend 75 more hours of manicure and sit for the Tennessee exam. Was seconded by Ms. Smith. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes, carried.
Next application for reciprocity cosmetology license from Massachusetts, Kathy Knox. Certification from the Massachusetts State Board verifies 1,000 hours in treatment and her initial date of licensing as 4/16/22.
There's no wasting that 5 years.
Right.
Short 5 years.
I'll make a motion she take an additional 500 hours and sit for the Tennessee Cosmetology exam.
Motion made by Ms. Cooper, seconded by Ms. Smith. She attends 500 more hours of cosmetology school and then sit for the Tennessee exam. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes, carried.
Next application, reciprocity cosmetology license from Wisconsin for men child family. Certification for license from the Wisconsin State Board verifies applicant and license in that state by endorsement from the
So she got her endorsement from Vietnam,
Yeah.
never been to school, and stayed in Wisconsin, correct. So she has the license. But we could also require, when she gets the number, she took a test and
And Wisconsin requires cosmetology and writing. Yeah.
I guess my question is, she has a license in Wisconsin, it
Right.
requires her to come, she got one more or less what we call this gospel from Vietnam.
Right.
But did she ever take a test in Wisconsin?
No, in Wisconsin, no, it's by endorsement, basically. Yeah, no. from Indiana for Teal Flyer certification, verified 700 hours instruction in the sex curriculum, and initial date of license is 6/13/10. Indiana requires 700 hours of instruction in the sex curriculum. So she's short, according to Tennessee, 50 hours. And she cannot have the body of workers. No. She's going to lack of discussion. Yes, yes, it's right here. Motion made by Ms. Oakley. Oakley made a motion that she sit for 15 more hours of instruction in the state of Tennessee Manual. Is there a second? Second by Ms. Cooper. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes have it. Next, we have an application for reciprocity as conditional license in Florida, Sandy Bank. Applicant holds a manicurist license in Tennessee, which was issued 7/16/10 by reciprocity in Texas. The certification from the Florida State Board verifies 260 hours as required for federal specialist in Florida, and there's no state board exam, and her initial date of license is 11/30/11.
Didn't you say manicures?
No, she's already licensed as a manicurist.
Okay.
This is a petition she's filing. But we're looking to get, yeah, Florida, unless they want to take that kind of operation, and she has spaces station. Because they refer to it more, that's the one. Okay.
I make a motion to take an additional 490 hours to take the Tennessee education exam.
Motion made by Ms. Booker, seconded by Ms. Smith, that she attend 490 more hours of instruction in education and then sit for the Tennessee exam. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes have it. Next, we have an application for reciprocity Cosmetology license in Florida for Sharon Linda. Certification in the Florida State Board verifies 1,200 hours in the curriculum. She has submitted a letter from her employee verifying she was employed from May of 1986 to July of 1991 at the hairstylist and Edge Hair in Jacksonville, Florida.
Even though she has an excellent attitude, I'm going to make a motion that she take an additional 300 hours to sit for the Tennessee Cosmetology exam.
Motion made by Ms. Cooper, seconded by Ms. Wormsley, that she attend 300 more hours and sit for the Tennessee exam. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes have it. Next, an application reciprocity Cosmetology license in Florida for Renelle Dillon certification for State Board verifies 400 hours in the curriculum and initial date of license as 12/2/09.
I make a motion to take an additional 300 hours to sit for the Tennessee exam.
Motion made by Ms. Cooper, seconded by Ms. Smith. She attend 300 more hours and then sit for the Tennessee exam. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes have it. Next, application reciprocity Cosmetology license in Florida for Kimberly Thomas. Certification in Florida State Board of Bus for 100 hours in equivalent, and her miscarriage license is 6/14/90. She submitted a letter for employment as a cosmetologist. The first letter states she was hired as supercuts in Florida, 3/20/09, and is currently employed. The second letter states she was employed to style hair design as a cosmetologist from February 1991 to December 1991. But
There's gaps in the 5-year work.
yeah, there's a gap there.
Okay. I make a motion to take an additional 300 hours and 60 days. Motion made by Ms. Cooper that she take 300 additional hours and 60 days. Andrew, will be a second.
Second.
Second by Ms. Doherty. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Ayes have it.
Next, we have an application for reciprocity of management hairstyling license, even though her application on Fresno, California is in North Carolina. The applicant completed 1,600 hours in the cosmetology treatment in California, November 17, 2001. The applicant did not obtain a cosmetology license in California. The applicant was permitted to use her cosmetology hours that she obtained in California for the National Hair Care Specialist examination in North Carolina and obtained that license 5/31/12 in North Carolina.
So her hours were in California.
Yes, but she did her right, 1,600. Yes, you have to complete your education there. But she, it is a good training, 1,600 hours, but she did not have a license.
She's asking for a natural hairstylist license?
So, yeah, she just, North Carolina, allow her to use those hours.
What if she took an exam? She certainly got the hours.
That's what I'm saying, she's got a lot of hours. Yeah, she sure is. Mm-hmm.
Motion made by Ms. Buchanan, second by Ms. Smith, that we accept her reciprocity. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Ayes have it.
Okay. Next, there's an application for reciprocity constitutional license from Florida for Michelle Thomas. The certification from the Florida State Board verifies 260 hours in the basic specialist curriculum and initial date of license is 6/21/06, which requires no termination. The applicant has submitted certificate of completion for courses she completed at Florida College of Natural Health. She submitted a certificate from Florida College of Natural Health stating she has completed educational project for the degree of Associate of Science in Mental Health, concentration in biomedical treatment. You might take this from the other. Like this information. What is it, 260 hours, basically? Yeah.
That's considered aesthetics. And it's, what'd you say, 260? And that's what they require?
Okay, the other education that you have right there is going to be for a student in the Florida College of Natural Health then Churchill has continued training in different types of academic raising, faculty, focus, aromatherapy, background, neurology.
Please don't say laser.
Nope. Okay. Even with the training, you realize she's licensed in Florida as a facial specialist.
Yeah, she's short 490 hours as far as Tennessee goes, so she needs to take an additional 400. My motion is that she takes an additional 490 hours to sit for the Tennessee exam. Motion made by Ms. Cooper, second by Ms. Buchanan. She take 490 more hours and then sit for the Tennessee exam. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes clear.
Okay, application reciprocity managers license from California for Paris, no. An application for esthetician license from California outside. Certification from California State Board verified $400 in benefits delivery, and her initial date of license is 9/06, and $600 in the esthetician fee, and her initial date of license is 11/07. Applicant has submitted proof of 5-year work history from 7 to 11 with nails. Her employment listed as nails and spas. The employment is listed Jay's Nails and Spa Salon. And she requested to receive license as a manicurist. Okay. Yes. And the work history, the way she submitted was support. Because if she's working in a nail and spa, she would be working as a nail.
You did see the work history?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, you got the text?
Yeah, and then this divorce and it deals with
She's got the manicures tomorrow, but she asked for that in the letter.
well, there's two, there should be two separate applications.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah, there's two separate
Yeah, I see.
applications.
Different names on this?
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. The name change, here's the name change, you have that. I'm sorry. Madam Chairman, I'd like to motion to accept the reciprocity.
Motion made by Ms. Smith to accept her reciprocity. Do I hear a second? Second by Ms. Cooper. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes clear.
Okay, clarification. You are approving her to receive reciprocity and the manicure and reciprocity medication, correct? That's correct. Is that correct? Correct. Yes, without the, so yes, okay. Next, we have an application for reciprocity of benefits license in Washington from Palm Eyesight Dog. Certification from the state of Washington verified applicant completes 500 hours in the benefits curriculum and the initial date of license as 11/5/1993. Applicant has been approved for the 5-year work days, this is what she, in my initial conversation with her, because that's the only work for me. Provide that.
Okay, so she's just asking for that.
She's just asking for medical license representation.
But she didn't actually have the,
The 2008 system.
do you think that was just overlooked?
I contacted her about it, and I'm not really sure, but I mean, she was not even provided, but she had. All right, but she provided us all yesterday. Even I did not verify her, but she definitely returned to work, because it's not quite in what she did.
And she took 600 hours in esthetician and 500 manicure.
Yeah, she's only 5 minutes. Okay, so those hours can be, what they were those hours, that they come over and they can use any of those. We'll give her good luck. Okay. Okay, you know, we'll give her. She was like, okay, so let's go on. Yeah.
Because she don't have the 5 years.
You asked me to make restitution hours and overtime.
And it won't that way.
She's short 100 hours.
Just sit for the exam, see that she don't have the work history.
That's her number. She said it's his thing.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion made by Ms. Smith, second by Ms. Hopwood, that she sit for Lieutenant T, and for all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Ayes carried.
We have an application for reciprocity cosmetology license from New Jersey for Don Snow. The certification from the New Jersey State Board verifies applicant of at least 1,054 hours in prison, and initiated license is 3/1988. The proof of work is received with W-2 forms, which you don't have, I have, they just arrived on Friday, is for 2007-89. 2007-89, and she has submitted letters from 3 clients, which she states she did hair in her home and in a friend's salon.
No.
Whoa.
I have spoken in attempts to basically spread the food in our work history. Apparently, New Jersey doesn't require you to be a licensed shop if that's in the house. You can just be a licensed cosmetologist. So she worked in a shop from 2007 to 2009 to the practice 75, and she worked with other individuals and hats and client base up until she moved to New Jersey. She applied, and then she's been licensed since 1988 in New Jersey. So she's just having a difficult time proving the work history through tax returns, which is what I know that you would like to see. And so I urged her to provide letters to who she has been working for or with or clients, and I think that she has a good job in this law.
Yeah, they're out there, you should have.
I think that's about the first that we've ever had that come up.
Yeah, well,
get letters from clients because you've been working in the home.
And I said, well, the Tennessee requires you to have a shop license if you work in your home.
Yes.
And in New Jersey doesn't do that. So this is what you're looking at your attorney as well.
Sure was.
Have her call and talk to me. And she said, to have 1,024 hours, she has what Tennessee requires in 1998 license. And I said I wasn't sure, but I didn't know if it was the same thing as what we require now. So that was just a comment.
If you get done,
So what, I just looked at this and said, we must be doing it.
Right.
Because of the case, yeah, it's 789, it's what? Okay,
7, 8, and 9.
Yeah, 7, 8, 9,
You think we need 10 or 11?
If I was her husband, my husband, type of thing, about that. I'm not a tax specialist, but sorry how people are supposed to file their taxes on.
I'm sure they're going to file it.
Well, I don't ever remember that coming up before that some state that said you could work in your home, and we asked for a letter on it. That's a new one today.
This is the first we said it. Never know these things. Is there any way we can take this or what?
Well, we'll get with the benefits and so we'll try to find out more information.
No, I'm not comfortable with it.
We have to bring it back. Yes. Let the whole board see. If, and like I said, 10 and 11, it's okay.
That's a motion.
Yes.
We'll make a motion that we get more information from Indiana. New Jersey, sorry, New Jersey, and also see if she can provide more that information on. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Who said it?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Coker. All in favor, say aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes here.
Next, you have application for reciprocity hospitality license in North Carolina for the Liberto Mahara. Certification from the North Carolina State Board verifies applicant received license in North Carolina by reciprocity. Applicant has submitted a translated copy of his cosmetology diploma from the Republic of Honduras, which was the documentation he submitted to the North Carolina State Board to receive license in that state.
What is North Carolina?
North Carolina. North Carolina does.
It doesn't appear that it's in the test. It appears that he was granted reciprocity based on modality.
Yes.
I'm reading this.
review, there was a letter which he sent, particularly the full document.
What did we ask him before? And then what has changed about it now? Oh. Madam Chairman, I move that we stand by our previous decision.
Motion made by Ms. Oakley, second by Ms. Smith. We stand by previous vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Ayes, carried. Next, we'll go back to the library, go to the third section of the item. First of all, play the clock.
So that's what I'm doing. This is more than 79. This is more than 79.
They're acting up today.
Okay. This will go very quickly. Now, what y'all is, these are all going to be reciprocity applications. These individuals do not hold any licenses. Okay, the first one is an application reciprocity cosmetology license from El Salvador for Carolina Aguilar. She has submitted a copy of her cosmetology in the country. Because now there's no license, or you get certificate of diploma, and that is what you do. So she has the hours, but there's no license. The guys outside coming from the doctors,
Motion made by Ms. Booker, seconded by Ms. Wormsley, that she sit for 26 All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Ayes have it.
Next, application reciprocity of manager's license from the record stand for Ms. Carolyn. Application, she submitted her diploma and supporting educational information for review. This is the manager's license. And you know her work history letter. She's working on salon in that country in 2004.
Do they take exam?
I found a breakdown for diploma and breakdown for some curriculum, but
On the page that says successfully passed examination, she starts with IT.
now she worked as an esthetician and an elder. According to her work history, it says she worked as a nail technician, esthetician, and salon. Yes.
She's asking for managers.
Yes.
She does not hold a license. Could we ask her to sit for the exam? That's my motion. I'm sorry. We asked her to sit for the exam. Motion made by Ms. Hudson, seconded by Ms. Carter, that she sit for the exam. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Ayes have it.
Okay, next. The documentation said college inspection data for academic year. Okay, that's the beginning. This lady did not place a reciprocity application because she did advise me she was going to know if the board would accept her educational information because she also has no license. This is what she did. She completed the curriculum. She has the certificates because there. And you notice some of the documentation that she submitted But in all of the paperwork, you're not going to find any breakdown of hours of instruction. This is when you use the way.
I don't see how we can make a decision on it when we don't have any more than this to go on. No. Yeah. I don't see anything that would actually prove anything. What we do is put this on hold. Now, where was she from? No, okay. Just let it go.
That was what we went through.
She's got something like aromatherapy diploma. That does not mean anything for us. And body massage. That's the documents like that.
Motion made by Ms. Cooper, seconded by Ms. Smith, that we request more information. Ruby, what you got to say? Yes, she will be contacted.
Yes, she was. She brought the paper with it all.
Okay, look at this. Motion been made, more information, all in favor, say aye. Motion made, ayes carried.
Okay. Okay, next, your application for reciprocity Cosmetology license from Nicaragua for Luz Morena Martinez. She was on the digital tribute for the board, okay? The applicant with documentation states she could do 1,800 hours in the curriculum. Now, the application that she has submitted, I had to do some clarification because if you notice the reciprocity application, it indicates like she was licensed. She's not licensed in Miami, not in the U.S. Nor did she obtain her schooling. The schooling is from her country.
Was there a fee on that?
I don't know. She's supposed to be completed. She would explain to you all, training, so I know it's
I'm going to request that she come and bring one.
she could probably explain it a lot better.
Motion made by Ms. Cooper, seconded by Ms. Winship here before the board. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes carried.
Okay, the next document on the Republic of Guinea, I'd like the board to include the request for the language here before. We received I have heard written documents, I don't have them with me. We received these documents in the mail, and they're very limited, but apparently she's wanting, I'm assuming, an African County license. And it appears that she has had training. But it appears possibly that the training has been foundation or whatever. What do you,
Well, I'll make a motion she appear before the board.
okay, that's what I would like, because I was not able to do that today. And the next set of documents, you can also skip. And okay.
Motion made by Ms. Cooper, she appear before the board. Do I hear a second? Second by Ms. Hornsby. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Ayes carried.
Next, we're going to do miscellaneous. You have a request for retention of hours obtained in the cosmetology curriculum that are over 7 years, required time period for completion. The applicant stated she was the primary caregiver for her father and then submitted a medical statement from this position. That is the reason she was unable to complete those hours within your lifetime. And then I think she's going to be enrolled back into the hours.
Oh, 06, the last time she got out.
Yes, from 5 to 6, and she said
Now, this is the current state.
yes, that's exactly.
I think sometimes we are lenient if it's just maybe a few months, that's a long time. But if you need more information. I don't think there's enough information in medical documents. Do you want to see that?
Have we ever checked with particular schools, with like, to ask them? Because she went 2000, summer 2005, fall 2005, spring 2006, and then summer 2012. And a bunch of it was incomplete. I mean, it only had 591 hours.
And she said that she missed a lot of school because of the conflict in the I know that this was really
she can come before the board with her instruction.
Is that the instructor?
Yes. That's a motion.
Okay, instructor made a motion.
Okay.
The instructor and the samples come before the board. All in favor say aye. Say goodbye. All in favor say aye. Opposed nay. Ayes have it.
Okay, anything else before that? I mean, it's not going to be medical. It's not going to be for a term. Yeah, but that is certified days, okay. It's not just for everybody. Okay, yes, very interesting. Okay, the other question that was put before the board officers, that's what we want here. Our licensed cosmetologist for making these nail things.
I don't like it, but when I go to the salon, they are doing
The cosmetologist, not just the man.
Okay, I got some things to do.
Tara, may I ask a question? We have some instructors here. Some of you go sure people here. Front row. Another instructor. Stand up and identify yourself, please. Well, now, we're talking about cosmetologists. Not the nail salon. That's right. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah. If they're cosmetologists, they do nails.
Any other comment or view?
Well, I go through this day. And I'm passing the sheet back. Okay, what I passed out to you, picture that shows you this face. The reason I brought that is to show you that this is beauty door, which we all buy from. And I just have a copy of that one page that shows all the rest of the paper body. Then, this is a copy of the book of my lady manicuring book. Okay? Not cosmetology. This is the whole chapter, so I didn't make it copy of it. But it tells you everything on here, what they teach, and how detailed they go into it. I'm glad to pass this around. It tells you what hour to use, which drill bit to use, etc. So I want to throw that out there if you want to look at that. And then the last page, this came out of my lady cosmetology book, my manicure book. And down here in the bottom corner, beauty tips, it's important that you never stop girl in cosmetology training. I was just showing you this through that cosmetology book. It's telling you to extend your education, which we all do. So I guess what I'm saying is, we know that the drill is taught in manicure, exactly. And cosmetologists do everything that manicure. So even though it's not in the cosmetology book, but it is in the nail technique book, I know cosmetologists that went out and learned how to do the on the body. So it does come back. I just want to throw that out. But that's what it is. Good example, Brazilian blowout. Bionic right here. You don't learn that. You have to go out and expand your education to do different things. And this is just one thing that never was happening from just looking at it. Anyway, that's why I just wanted to present this to you guys. But while I was talking, I thought, you know what, we can't make decisions, we don't have some information, so that's where I go to the
I would take the definition of manicuring and the definition of cosmetologist. And cosmetology means manicuring, and manicuring means manicuring or pedicuring the nails, any exception of the nail artistry. Now, licensed to practice manicuring. So, depending on what your definition of manicuring is, if using drills is within that definition, I would think because manicuring, cosmetology means doing the following practices, manicuring, then it's up to you to decide if using drills is part of manicuring.
I had a question for Beverly. Did the question come from an industry person?
They were wanting to know, and I think it boils down to, cosmetologists are not on a regular basis. They're not allowed to have any capacity machines, okay? For babies. I think the question was, if that's the case, then our cosmetologists are allowed to use drills on these manicures that you're not going to count that way.
Okay, I was just trying to possibly get some insight into
That's what he said.
cosmetology.
Okay, Sam worked at cosmetology but as far as manicure goes, cosmetology, that's the reason why you get all these different, like manicure and all this, is that, and between natural hairstyling as a cosmetologist, all of them. But they do specify that even for the institution, that we can't use machines, but all other, do patients and all that. So, like I said, I don't think using the electrical either, but it's part of the nail business, it's just like you get out and drink and all this, and so they still do
They've been doing it for years. And we had the discussion as part of cosmetology about the straight razor. The old codgers that sitting on the board with me, what was trained. Sorry, girls, we're old codgers. They were trained to use the razor, and we're going to use it. And if somebody's trained in using the drill and they're a cosmetologist, I don't see how you can tell if they good. Absolutely. But anybody that's not been trained in it, I've got aesthetics on my license, but I do know that I can't use, I can't do it. I'd have to have more training. Right.
So you will be giving them a reading?
You all are going to make a motion that yes, cosmetologists are going to use nail drills in the sake of director.
Well, if it is approved, then I think that it should also add, it is recommended that with the proper training. If we make a motion to say yes, and say, yes, they can use it, but say also with the proper training. Training is recommended. Appropriate training.
Basically, this is the minutes, and I'm just too long for it. Okay, this is for before school law. Okay, and then it's state. I know. Okay, do I hear a motion? Is that a motion?
Sure. I think that, like, yes, licensed cosmetologists are permitted to use nail drills.
Yes, so,
With proper training, like your second step.
Motion made by Ms. Walker, seconded by Mr. Buchanan, cosmetologists be allowed to use drills with proper training. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Ayes have it.
okay, next, you have a proposal for Rehab Kids Spa Parties. They submitted everything they're proposing to include in the spa parties for young ladies, okay? We've gone into, yeah, we did. If not, that leaves the information also that I sent you that you don't have the list of information. You've read it, I'm sure, correct? Yes. Okay. Okay, so that looks good.
I don't like it. I think that's the intention of our session on application. And if they want to do hair, even at a birthday party, they do make it look like they're
Oh, come on up. Okay, come on up. Come on up and have a seat. Yes. Everybody's ready to do this. Thank you, my grace.
And you're the owner of Wally's?
we can do that too. But we may not even do nail polish. I mean, we never do nail cutting. We want to have a different tool in the place. We want to do kind of like, because we're so we're at that. I mean, it's always been very basic. We'll show the results and feel kind of like your mom. You don't have to pay. We'll dress up in your costume. And we want to back to show and we'll go home.
Is there any massaging involved?
Yeah.
What business are you in now?
Well, we have, Wallabies and Eagle and Playful Place, dinner and also a party place. Now, it's not like regular, I know I'm not here, and I'm saying this, but when I think of things on my website, it's not like the normal Playful Place. There's no appearance, everything's coordinated, it's very upscale, and it's really fun. I mean, we do have a lot of we have crazy parties there. I mean, we'll book, we'll be here, but the problem is I have all these small little guys who they come in and they have interest parties. And they want to know if, they can bring somebody in, like their teenage daughters to do makeup and interest parties. And I'm thinking, why don't, we have an extra party where you get really good crazy crowds, but we have 4 parties going on at the same time. And I thought, why don't we do interest parties? It's fun. I have more boys. In my house, and I like the girl stuff.
She's talking about you too, sir.
So I have 5 boys. So, I would like to be able to, I've always loved, some stuff, so I have to be able to do it. I'm not even be there now, So,
May I ask you a question? Do you, other than the e-commerce thing, are you selling products of any sort?
well, we might sell greenback products. The ice cream is called greenback ice cream products. I have I have some in the literature. It's from California. They do like teenagers or strawberries or any of those. But I really want to go towards nail detail. That's really, I would love, and then I also found the other one that it's not nail detail. It's children, and I thought that was just a color, and that would be a basic color. I mean, it's not really anything fancy, it's just fun and love that, and not really, not common, I guess you could say.
And then you come with your county health department.
Well, it's actually, the health department comes to our place a lot. These, the shirt, we also do the products. We're a hospital grade communication program. We actually go a little bit above and beyond the replacement. We have them spray this over our entire building every Thursday. And everything we have mentally and lung is sterilized. Hospital grade. And we also have them spray, that we clean every single, that's one thing that people forget. In homes, especially, when I have work there, I know unfortunately they get sick. And I get very upset when they do get sick because not only one gets sick, but they all get sick. And so I am particular about how they clean. And moms, kids, and so I would definitely, anything that I need to do to clean as well. And that's part of the reason why I'm using a lot of, throwaway stuff. Not, something that I don't like to get the texture and have, not a wonder. I would question how clean it can be, but I feel like that we need to have the line just for the mom.
So my question is, so they're here today for us to approve what they're doing. They just do this information we have to back them up. Or what?
what, and I apologize for this, but, maybe
Well, what happens when they come back? Like you said, I don't forget the news because I heard about that and I still, do not like it. I don't like it. Maybe it's just probably how it's still, but that's not, I'll be back. But I think
You do operate a lot of it's under city and county business license.
I just make a motion that we don't regulate.
Motion's been made by Ms. Willinger, seconded by Ms. Wormsley, that we do not regulate this business, and good luck. All in favor, say aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes, carried. Good luck.
You will. Okay, well, Will, you know,
Let me get some ice cream.
Next. Moving along, let's see. Give an email. Okay. It's an email from a practitioner. She was wanting clarification on this local practice for estheticians. She said she's constantly contacted by estheticians wanting to be trained before engagement. So if you kind of read the difference of the first three little paragraphs will tell you basically what she's referring to, and she's willing to
You're a lot of, she, an esthetician.
and now she's a nurse practitioner, and she's on the cosmetology board, so she's constantly seeing the esthetician to see the kind of
She's not supposed to. No?
But,
Going normal.
right. Additionally, if they're under 62.4.109, there's an exemption for physicians and surgeons, trained nurses, trained nurses, assistant aides, or similar personnel acting in their professional capacity. This is something that we have requested an attorney general opinion on. If licensed estheticians are practicing under people who are exempt, do we regulate them if they're licensed? And or can we regulate people who are unlicensed if they're practicing aesthetics if they're, because it says aides or similar personnel? So we requested an attorney general opinion to help us understand who and what we regulate in regards to this. We discussed it in past meetings with the lace agreement, and if there's something we could regulate when we go in and the inspectors in, and if so, are we crossing medical borderlines? If licensed estheticians work in these medical facilities, we regulate licensed estheticians, so do we regulate them if they're under the supervision of a physician, nurse, etc.? So we are still waiting on that opinion to come back, and I have a couple of files on hold until we get the attorney general to get back, because it will
Botox, what they look like, you can see it on TV, and the laser. That was in the Tennessean several weeks back. What this person looked like after she had the laser used on her, and the Botox is just as bad. And I can't imagine anybody would even discuss that.
Basically, when this kind of house comes, but the fact that this is when you find out that it's very kind of declined. And the reason she said she can't find the stuff and said that not inject these types of products in some states. Most states are not allowed us to inject. I won't know what the law allows them to inject.
Well, could you send her a copy of that in the law book?
Still, she looked at the laws and still doesn't.
Well, an injection is invasive. Bad Botox. Laser.
I would recommend my community that as physicians do not have the training. If they're asking her to train them, then they obviously don't already have the training for their school. And that no, this is not within their scope of practice. That's my personal.
And send her a copy that's like it is in the law book of what it covers. Yeah.
I'd like to make a motion that we know that estheticians are not allowed to do injections. Motion by Dr. Sutherland, second by Ms. Alder. Someone take the word over to injections. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes carried.
Okay, next, you have a request for waiver of high school education documentation for enrollment in the school of cosmetology. If I'm not mistaken, I think the applicant's here. Okay, Ms. Long, I think y'all want to address the board and have to explain us who's that. Because I think I sent this out to you this morning. Is that what you're doing? Yes. Apparently, you read our Sunday school lesson. Okay, thank you.
Does she have a cosmetology license? In Thailand. And how did she obtain that?
How many
Avery is the issue.
So you're asking that she can enroll without that, the education, the 10th grade education, is that your question? So you're asking to get her, 1,500, are you asking for 1,500 hours for her to go to school for 1,500 hours? No? Can go, that's what I'm getting at. You want her to go to school? Okay. Yeah.
But she's been in the house business for 4 years. Because you know that the kids get in like little things, work, financial stuff.
How would they handle that, the exam side, if she don't have that proof of education?
They got it.
Okay, no. Okay.
Once, if it's approved, the people that actually apply, it's from what you follow. Giving you their best.
Well, it's going to be impossible for her to obtain a 10th grade at her age, and
Yeah, she is starting, her hometown is a long way to so she is so she did everything she can after we have to try to get herself. Her daughter may not have any plans, one lady. Daughter. She wants to have any way.
Made by his fiancé by his hip. That we waive the education and she can attend school.
All in favor, say aye.
Huh?
I sure.
Good luck.
Thanks for coming with us.
Good luck.
Everyone read this already, the email from the owner of their assistant. She's explaining the whole laser, everyone did that. Okay. Everyone, I'm sure you reviewed the evaluation from the non-sport, okay, from the non-sport continuing education center. From the Memphis, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Memphis Educational Seminar. Everyone who would like to. There is, of course, over education, not just the past, the damn way, which so many do, but there is somehow that just goes to pass. And you can tell what childish answers that are down here. There's one particular one says, I did not appreciate me including at the time. I wonder what they're talking about. Maybe they're instructing back to the classroom. They stayed in the classrooms and did the algebra and the library. Yeah. And not been laptop and all that kind of stuff. Not acting like adults, but they still come on. We have to have rails and get all these instructions. I mean, that's our responsibility to see that they are finished and all of that is what they want. But anyway, overall, and this, we could ask for better, person to coordinate and do this, Miss Mary McDonald. But she has a good program. And it was, some good comments and prices were very good, and I'm sure some of them will be probably asked to come back again. One of the other issues, and a lot of the instructors are going to need to become aware of this. We're increasing the number of instructors in Tennessee. A lot of the schools that have accreditation, they're required to take the requirements every year. We're having situations that we didn't have this where they were at capacity. They were at capacity on the right. And turn a lot of people away because, they lock us away. And they give you early pre-registration. And I told them when they came up, but there wasn't. And there was a few that got black. The seminars, if I'm not mistaken, from the issues and others, from that, we were anticipated to all the students. What was it? The announcement was about 100 and so, but more of the, credentials and more of the schools are requiring us to go every year so we get it out here. So it's just one of the largest things. So that's all.
Mary Ann, I don't know if she mentioned it to you, but she said that she would be willing to do 2 a year, and I told her if the demand was that such, and I asked her what the minimum was, and I do apologize. I don't know if she said 50 or 75, but she said that she can do 2 a year, and I forgot what the minimum was.
I think it was, it's 75, I think. She did say if the volume is still up, she would be.
Okay, this is something that a lot of the students ask me, they want to know why is it that the barbers are called master barbers. When they get out of school, they're called master barbers. And they don't want to be called master cosmetology school, they have to do what they prepare. But they would like to be master cosmetology. I mean, that's just a nice title. And like take a license for 5 years, and you're all up to date. And I said I would bring it up. So if there's some way that we can do this, if it's time places for ladies, or I think master cosmetology.
What would be the difference between cosmetology and master?
Well, I would think, I think something a little more different. I think that we should have the license in this practice.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but as far as the barbers are concerned, they graduate. I mean, so they get their license.
Your license, their license doesn't matter.
Well, what's the difference in the barber and the master barber?
That really is a.
Everybody's master.
Let's just solve this and make master of the barber.
Oh, they don't like
They're
that.
problem with that.
Well, can't you just go ahead and tell them they're master cosmetologist?
Because people can use the term, they can, if they want to.
Can they?
Yeah. I mean, but it's nothing saying that you can't call yourself a master cosmetologist.
Yeah, if that makes them happy, just go ahead and do
But
that.
it's not on the license.
Oh, they want it.
Yeah, they want to be recognized. That's okay.
Can I ask the students out here, would you all like to be called master cosmetologist?
What are we when we get to Bill Codgers?
What now?
When we get to Bill Codgers, what are we then?
Okay. So anyway, the seminar was very good. I was finished up the seminar.
I'm just behind, the person who was going to do on this technical class on natural hair care and style, not transitioning the process here to natural hair restoration
ladies like to do it all at once. They call that the big chop, and they do all of the relaxed hair. And some people like to do it gradually. So while you were doing the relaxed hair gradually, you have to texture, the natural texture and the relaxed texture. And that's called the transition. So there are certain styles and certain techniques that are particular to addressing that. And then when the client announces that they want to go natural, it doesn't have to be the end of that relationship with the natural stylist. They can use transition style. So that was the whole premise behind the first time. And like I said, I don't know why it's called natural hair on the paperwork, but it was about transition style. As I said earlier, anybody that's interested in natural hair care should want to know about transition style. So I know why I with respect to what you gave is good information, but you need to tone down the volume when you're not using the microphone. It's extremely uncomfortable trying to listen. You should watch the audience and address accordingly. For the first time since I've been attending the workshop, we've had Mrs. Davis, who did it during lunch. We've never had a lunch before since I've been going to the workshop. So the room that we're in is rectangular like this. The food is over there, and Mr. Davis is at this end, literally between two tables, two four tables where people were eating. He's at a podium with a microphone, so possibly the people at that end of the room couldn't hear him, and the people at this end may have thought that he was a little too loud. And I would just say that it was Marianne's effort was to accommodate everything presented as positive. So this year she also had one during her lunch.
And I also think she had one good lunch because we had so many people complain about the length of when they got out from the seminar, okay? I think we got not so much to study early, okay? And we had people complaining why is the national white don't get out early. So they determined that we had to have lunch at lunch hour. And that's one of the reasons why I know she did that. Because I think it gives you the sense to do that one year also. But you ain't been complaining about that.
But you have to have the 16 hours, and I think people should just be ready to do the 8 hours a day.
I know, but at the end of the day, they complain about, what time they get there, why do we get out so late? Because there's a lot of people, I get to talk to you about it, start so early.
They started really early. And then, say, that puts another hour earlier when we are up there on
So that's why, I think that's why she did that, to actually make the time go by. But all in all, I thought it was been fun.
I thought it was fun.
That's it.
Are you special? You did it? No, you must be special.
Well, it was good. It was really good. Okay, well then at the next meeting I'll get stuff, okay?
Maybe we'll get one.
Okay. Now, next what we have is, I'm going to do the consent orders. Oh, everybody got the copy of what's posted for as the change. Okay, consent orders, very quickly here.
Oh, you did the consent order. You're not going to read those.
Yes, you may.
I've got to go to the little sandbox.
Okay. Okay. Consent orders for August 2012. You have Alonzo's Hair Studio, Nashville, Tennessee, $500. Angel Nails, Kingston, Tennessee, $2,000. Cali Nails, Oklahoma, Tennessee, $1,000. Brown Art 23, Memphis, Tennessee, $1,000. Brown Art 23, Memphis, Tennessee, different location, $2,000. Brown Art 23, Memphis, Tennessee, $2,000. Elite Nails, Clarksville, Tennessee, $500. England's Hair Salon, Nashville, Tennessee, $500. Excellent Nails, Memphis, Tennessee, $750. ISO New Next Generation, Luxembourg, Tennessee, $500. Fancy Nails, Clarksville, Tennessee, $500. Five Star Nails, Jackson, Tennessee, $1,000. Calendar Square, Hospital, Tennessee, $500. Hollywood Nails, Clarksville, Tennessee, $750. Eye Nails, Memphis, Tennessee, $250.
Graves, Nashville, Tennessee, $2,500. Laura Nails, Dixon, Tennessee, $500. Lee Nails, Chattanooga, Tennessee, $2,000. Marina's Beauty Salon, Nashville, Tennessee, $500. Magic Nails, Memphis, Tennessee, $500. Model Nails, Bristol, Tennessee, $500. Nail Avenue, Franklin, Tennessee, $500. Nail Enemy, Portland, Tennessee, $1,000. Nail Enemy, Portland, Tennessee, same location, $500. Nail First, Smyrna, Tennessee, $500. Nail Inspire, Alcoa, Tennessee, $500. Nail Zone, White House, Tennessee, $2,000. Nails Desire, Kingsford, Tennessee, $500. Ocean Nails and Spa, Kingston, Tennessee, $500. Ocean Nails and Spa, same location, Kingston, Tennessee, $500. Perfect Brown Arts, Whitmore, Tennessee, $500. Perfect Nails, Washington, Tennessee, $750. Rose Nails, Dallas, Tennessee, $3,000. Zaxby Salon, Nashville, Tennessee, $500. Spies Nails, Seville, Tennessee, $500. Spring Hill Nail Spa, Spring Hill, Tennessee, $750. Easy Hair Styles, Nashville, Tennessee, $500. The Salon at Bear Coast Falls, Cedar Fort, Tennessee, $500. Studio, Springfield, Tennessee, $250. Ultimate Nails, Gallatin, Tennessee, $1,000. And U.S. Nails, Bristol, Tennessee, $500. Makes the total consider orders $35,500.
Do I hear a motion we accept?
I so moved.
Motion made by Ms. Hubbard, seconded by Ms. Smith. All in favor, say aye. Okay, who's next?
You have the account for 2013. It's the media. I think you will have. Yeah. You don't have it. I'm sorry. Oh, no. I'm not saying to you. Okay. Okay, maybe we don't have that deal. What it is, we're down heading to a meeting dates for 2013. And what I've done, I simply took the same calendar we followed for the last couple of years. No meeting in January. We have a meeting in January, the first Monday in the meeting in February, March, April, May, and June. No meeting in July. Meeting in August, first Monday, no meeting in September, and first Monday meeting for October, November, December. That's the very same meeting calendar we followed for the last. Is that okay with everybody?
Motion made by Ms. Smith, seconded by Ms. Wormsley. All in favor, say aye.